Los Angeles Dodgers fans, do you realize what just happened? Your team has once again taken complete control of the National League West, stamping their authority on the division and proving once more that this franchise is built differently. We're not just talking about a good run here or a lucky season. We're talking about a dynasty in the making, a machine that has been dominating the game for more than a decade. 12 division titles in 13 years. Let that sink in for a second. 12. That is consistency, that is excellence, and that is the definition of sustained success. You do not stumble your way into that kind of track record. It takes planning, talent, leadership, and above all, a culture that refuses to settle for anything less than winning. And if that was not enough, how about this? 12 straight seasons with at least 90 wins. Every single year, regardless of injuries, roster changes, or the ups and downs that the long grind of Major League Baseball throws at you, this team finds a way to stack victory after victory. The only other franchise in the modern era to match that kind of streak is the New York Yankees, and that tells you everything you need to know. When you're in the same conversation as one of the most successful organizations in the history of sports, not just baseball, you know you are doing something historic. Now, some people might look at that and say, okay, great, they win divisions, but can they finish the job? And that is fair because the ultimate goal is the World Series. But here is the thing. This particular Dodgers team feels like it is on the verge of something massive. You can sense it in the way they play, you can sense it in the way the clubhouse talks about their mission, and you can sense it in the way they have navigated challenges throughout the season. There is a belief in this group that goes beyond numbers, beyond standings, beyond statistics. It is the belief of champions. Think about the adversity they faced. At times, the bullpen was shaky, and there were stretches when the pitching depth looked like it might be a real problem. Opponents, critics, and even some fans wondered if this was finally the year that the run of dominance would slow down. But what did the Dodgers do? They did what they always do. They adjusted, they reloaded, they leaned on their stars, and they trusted their young arms when they had to. And just like that, here we are again, looking at a team that not only won the division, but did it with authority. And now, the question shifts from the regular season accomplishments to the road ahead. Who will stand in their way in October? Who will be the first opponent in this playoff journey? A lot of people have been asking whether it is going to be the Reds or the Mets. Both of those clubs have been fighting hard for that spot. But if you really look closely at the schedules, the momentum, and the matchups, the picture starts to get clearer. The Mets are sitting with a slim one-game lead, and their final 3 games are against Miami, a team that is not even close to the playoff picture. Meanwhile, the Reds are behind by that 1 game, and their last series is against the Brewers, a solid team already locked into the postseason. That difference matters. When you're facing a team like Miami, your odds of grabbing at least 2 wins in 3 games are strong. When you are facing a team like Milwaukee, who is preparing themselves for playoff baseball, nothing comes easy. That is why all signs point toward New York locking down that final spot. And what does that mean for the Dodgers? It means the likely first-round matchup will be against the Mets. Picture that, Dodger Stadium under the lights, 3 games if necessary, all at home, and the Blue Crew ready to set the tone for this playoff run. That is what October baseball is all about, and it feels like Los Angeles is perfectly positioned to make a statement right out of the gate. Now, there's another storyline that cannot be ignored, and that is Clayton Kershaw. The legend, the ace, the face of the franchise for nearly 2 decades. He is officially on the playoff roster, which already brings a wave of emotion for fans. But here is the twist. Do not expect him to be in the starting rotation for October. The Dodgers know the risk of leaning on Kershaw as a starter at this stage of his career, and they are not going to take that chance. Could he come out of the bullpen? Absolutely, and what a moment that would be to see one of the greatest pitchers of all time come in for a crucial relief appearance in October. But the real farewell moment is coming this weekend. Sunday, in Seattle, Clayton Kershaw is scheduled to take the mound for the final time in his Major League career. After 18 seasons, after 3 Cy Young Awards, after countless memories, he will throw his last pitches as a Dodger. His final start at Dodger Stadium has already passed, but this is the official farewell. Think about what that means. An 18-year career with one team, something that almost never happens anymore in professional sports. First ballot Hall of Famer, no debate. And every single pitch he throws on Sunday will carry the weight of history, nostalgia, and gratitude from an entire fan base. But while the emotion of Kershaw's goodbye is powerful, the team also has to think strategically. That is why you saw the Dodgers line things up with Sheehan taking the ball tonight and Glasnow tomorrow. These games might not count for the standings, but they matter a lot in terms of setting up the rotation, giving guys the right amount of rest, and preparing the bullpen for the intensity of the postseason. Sheehan getting that start is not just about tonight. It is about making sure he is available to come out of the bullpen when the playoffs begin on Tuesday. Smart planning, forward thinking, and exactly what you expect from a front office and coaching staff that has been here so many times before. So here we are. The regular season is winding down. The Dodgers are once again division champions, and the path to October glory is wide open. Fans have every reason to be excited, every reason to believe, and every reason to fill Dodger Stadium with that energy that only comes when the stakes are highest. This is not just another postseason. This is the beginning of what could be a legendary run, and everyone who doubted along the way is about to see why this team never stopped believing. As we look ahead to the postseason, the biggest talking point is how the Dodgers are going to line up their pitching. That is always the chess match in October, because the arms you trust and the way you sequence them can make or break an entire series. And let's be clear, the Dodgers are not coming into this blind. They have been preparing for this moment for weeks, carefully managing workloads, setting up rotations, and making sure that their most important pitchers are ready to go when the lights are brightest. The regular season was about piling up wins and securing the division, but the postseason is about precision, about having everything aligned so that when the first pitch of October is thrown, the Dodgers are not just ready, they are dangerous. If you want to talk about who is likely to get that first ball, the prediction that makes the most sense is Blake Snell. He is the guy who has proven over and over again that he can handle the spotlight. His ability to miss bats, to dominate hitters even when he does not have his best command, is exactly what you want to set the tone. Imagine Snell walking out to that mound on Tuesday night at Dodger Stadium, the place buzzing, every fan on their feet. That is the kind of moment you dream about when you sign a pitcher like him. Snell has the pedigree, he has the experience, and he has the stuff to silence a lineup and give the Dodgers exactly what they need in Game 1. Control, momentum, and a chance to take the series lead immediately. Game 2 is where things get even more interesting, because that is where Sheehan is projected to step in. And that, my friends, is not just a guess. It is strategic brilliance. Giving Sheehan that start against Seattle before the playoffs was not about the standings. It was about timing. It was about making sure that when Wednesday arrives, he is rested, he is sharp, and he is in the perfect rhythm to go out there and give the Dodgers a quality outing. He may not have the same name recognition as some of the veterans, but make no mistake, the Dodgers believe in this kid, and he has earned that trust. He has shown poise beyond his years, the kind of composure that you cannot teach. And when you combine that with his arsenal, you can see why the coaching staff is ready to hand him the ball in such a crucial spot. Now, if the series goes to a third game, the plan is crystal clear. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And honestly, what a weapon to have in your back pocket. If you need him to close out the series on Thursday, you know he is capable of delivering a performance that can carry a team. And if the Dodgers take care of business in the first 2 games, Yamamoto becomes the guy you line up for the next round, ready to face Philadelphia in Game 1 of the division series. That flexibility is priceless. Having an ace-caliber pitcher who can either seal the deal in the wild card or lead you into the next round puts the Dodgers in a position that most teams would envy. And think about how important that is when you consider the opponent. If it is indeed the Mets, this is not a team to overlook. They have dangerous bats, they have pitching that can surprise you, and they are coming into October hungry. But the Dodgers have something that New York does not: depth. The Mets might be able to throw out a strong starter in Game 1, maybe even give you a fight with their top guys, but when the series stretches, that is when Los Angeles pulls away. That is when the lineup depth, the bullpen matchups, and the sheer amount of talent on the roster begin to overwhelm. And that is why setting the rotation exactly the way they have is such a key advantage. Beyond the names and the matchups, though, you also have to look at the rhythm of the team. Baseball is a sport of streaks, of timing, of momentum. Some fans worry about rest, about whether or not the team should have a longer break between series. But honestly, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. When you're playing at this level, when you're winning, when the bats are hot, and the pitching staff is in sync, you do not want too much downtime. One day off to reset, sure, but then you want to keep going. You want to carry that energy from the regular season straight into the postseason without letting it cool off. And that is exactly what the Dodgers are going to do. They get Monday to catch their breath, and then it is right back to work at Dodger Stadium on Tuesday night. So the blueprint is there. Snell to set the tone, Sheehan to back him up, Yamamoto ready to close it out or open the next round. Kershaw in the wings for one final emotional moment, maybe even out of the bullpen if the stars align. Glasnow ready to slot in when the division series begins. It is the kind of pitching plan that only an organization with this level of depth and foresight can pull off. And when you combine that with a lineup stacked with MVP talent, role players who know how to grind out at-bats, and a defense that can save runs in the most crucial moments, you get a team that is not just aiming to win a series. They are aiming to win it all. That is why when you step back and look at the big picture, the Dodgers are not just division champions. They are the team to beat. They have been tested. They have answered every question, and now they are standing at the edge of something historic. The fans can feel it, the players can feel it, and deep down, even the rivals know it. This is not a team you want to see in October, because once the Dodgers get rolling, there may not be a force in baseball strong enough to stop them. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. And what could send shockwaves through Major League Baseball? Justin Turner, the veteran infielder, has opened up about the atmosphere during his time with the Los Angeles Dodgers, calling it unbearable. While Turner has always been known for his professionalism on the field, his recent comments suggest that the legendary Dodgers clubhouse may not have been as harmonious behind closed doors as fans have long believed. According to sources close to Turner, his remarks stem from years of bottled-up tension and personality clashes that fans rarely see. It was tough, Turner reportedly said in a private interview that quickly leaked to social media. There were moments when the energy in the clubhouse just weighed on you. It wasn't easy to focus on baseball when you could feel the stress in every corner. While he stopped short of naming names, insiders hint that the comment may refer to conflicts among star players and management over playing time, strategy, and even off-field behavior. This revelation comes at a time when the Dodgers are facing renewed scrutiny after yet another season of high expectations and postseason heartbreak. Analysts have long speculated that internal dynamics, rather than just on-field performance, play a significant role in team chemistry, but Turner's words give a rare glimpse into the reality. The veteran's candor is striking, especially given his long tenure with the franchise and his reputation as a steady presence in the clubhouse. Fans and teammates alike have reacted with a mix of shock and curiosity. Social media exploded as speculation about which Dodgers stars may have been involved began to circulate, while former players weighed in, some echoing Turner's sentiments about the pressures of being in a high-profile organization. For many, the story only adds to the mystique of the Dodgers, a team that has dominated headlines both on and off the field. While the Dodgers organization has yet to respond publicly to Turner's remarks, insiders suggest that the comments could spark internal reviews and even shake up the way the franchise handles player relations. Whether this will have a lasting impact on the team's future or remain a footnote in Turner's storied career remains to be seen. For now, the baseball world is left buzzing with speculation, eager to understand the secrets behind the famed Dodgers clubhouse. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.